people, ever ready to turn things around, ever ready to give you a reason to believe in him yet again. But it is within his modus operandi that he must ensure that the people he wants to touch, wants to bless, wants to lift, wants to reach, they must declare their preparedness and their willingness to receive from him. The Bible says, as many as received him, meaning not everyone is interested in receiving. There are people who are not interested in receiving, but as many, John 1:12, as received him, he gave them power. He always gives to those who receive him. Notice, not as many who believed in power. It starts with him, receiving him. Then you now enjoy everything that comes with him. Tonight, let your attention be stayed on Jesus, not your problems. I learned this from Hinn many years ago. And he said, you know, traveling across the world and seeing the mighty hand of God in his crusades, he said one of the things he learned, particularly about the healing ministry, is that every time people focus on their problems, focus on their pain, focus on their frustrations, they usually did not receive, no matter how powerful the crusade was. And for a while he was bothered, and he asked the Lord, he said, God, why would such a strong atmosphere of your power, your glory, and yet some persons don't receive? And according to him, he said the Spirit of God ministered to him that for as long as Peter kept looking at the waves and the sea, he began to sit down. For as long as the nation of Israel kept looking at the serpents that were coming to bite them, there was no victory. But when Peter set his gaze on Jesus, when the nation of Israel looked at the brazen altar, and he said he found that day a secret that changed his life. That when you are in the presence of God, in spite of the fact that you came with the pain, in spite of the fact that you came with the bills, listen, in spite of the fact that you came trusting God for a visitation, you have 24 hours left. If not, they may charge you to court, there may be some kind of problem. You never get victory focusing on the problem. You have to trust God enough to look beyond that problem and look at him who sits upon the throne and to the Lamb. The more you look at the problems, the challenges, the situation, you know what happens? It grows. It is magnified as your faith shrinks. But if you take your eyes away and you focus on Jesus, I don't know where the bills will come from, the money for the bills, but I look unto you. I don't know where the next meal will come from, but I look unto you. I'm having this court case. If God does not help me, perhaps it is doomed for me, but I look unto you.